I made one mistake. I crossed the line of confidence and I became arrogant. I got to the University of Minnesota. I met my first teammate. It went something like this. What's up, dog? My name is Walt Bond, all state from Chicago. In other words, the Messiah has arrived. My teammate stood up and said this. What's your name again? Walt Bond, all state from Chicago. That's not bad, but my name is Willie Burton, all American from Detroit, Michigan. All American. Is that like a small town or something? The next day was our first practice. I'm still convinced that I'm the key to turn this program around. I went in the locker room, I was gonna find the toughest guy on the team. Once I find the toughest guy on the team, I'm gonna dunk the basketball in his face, and I'll be the star like I was in high school. I got in the locker room and I found the toughest guy on the team. His name was Richie Coffey. Richie Coffey was 6'6", 235 pounds, and I'll be honest with you, the first time I saw his body up close was the first time I questioned God. I thought we were all created equal. I saw Richard in the shower. We are not created equal. But my daddy says what he means what he says. I say what I mean what I say. The first time I got a chance in practice, I grabbed that basketball. I went in with everything I had. Bring it on, Richard Coffey. Bring it on, Uncle Sam. I'm Walt Bond, all state from Chicago, and I'm the key to turning this program around. And right before I got to the rim, I saw a UFO. And it was flying in the sky, headed straight toward me. Bam, splat, boom. We met in midair and down I go. And Richard Coffey stood over me and said this, 82nd Airborne, we do it all. First to fight and last to fall. Get up, you little freshman. My only goal is to make it back to my dorm room without crying in front of my teammates. I made it back to my dorm room and I brought out my bone box. And I threw me a good old pity party. Then I came up with the plan. The next morning, I went to my coach's office. I said, Coach, where's the weight room? I found out that Richard Coffey could bench press 300 pounds. When I got in the weight room, the only thing I could lift was the bar. And then I realized my coach recruited me based on my potential and not who I was at the time. Your company hired you based on your potential and not who you were at the time. Men, I hate to bust your bubble, your wife married you based on your potential and not who you were at the time. At the end of every season, I would go into my coach's office. I would say, Coach, what do I need to do to play in the NBA? He would look me in the eye and he said, son, you don't play for me. I know, Coach, I plan on becoming someone different. He says, you can't run, you can't jump, you can't dribble, you can't shoot, and you can't rebound, son. And so I entered into my off season. And in my off season, I got bigger. In my off season, I got stronger. In my off season, I got faster. And every single year, I was voted most improved player. I've written a book with Rich Campy called The Off Season for Financial Advisors. Because I believe, just like an athlete, you need to get bigger, you need to get stronger, and you need to get faster every single year. And coming to the $1 Million Round Table is your off season. This is your chance to get in your weight room. This is your chance to get bigger. This is your chance to get stronger. This is your chance to get faster. For 4 years at the University of Minnesota, I never started, but every year they voted me most improved player. My senior year rolled around and I broke my foot twice, and my NBA career was over. Right before I took a job to become a hospital administrator, I went to my college coach's office one more time, and I said, Coach, what do I need to do to play in the NBA? He looked me in the eye and he said, son, you should be a motivational speaker. And I said, Coach, I can talk the rest of my life, but what do I need to do to play in the NBA? He said, son, you need to lose 20 pounds. And every morning you should shoot NBA shots, about 500 shots a day. I got invited to the training camp for the Dallas Mavericks. I lost 20 pounds. Every year they voted me most improved player. And not only did I make the Dallas Mavericks, I became the first undrafted rookie free agent ever in the history of the Dallas Mavericks to start opening night. Could you imagine what was going through my mind? I had not started a basketball game since high school, and my first ever NBA game, I'm in the starting lineup. When I got to the arena, they dimmed the lights and they put the spotlight right on me, and they started playing that NBA music. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. And I looked around. And I thought to myself, I'm here. I made it. You guys getting real close. I don't want to say this too loud. The first time I spoke, I got paid $25 in gift certificates to Applebee's. And 11 years later, I'm in front of 7,000 people at the $1 Million Round Table. I promise you one thing. I learned through high school that arrogance will never cost me again. You are a $1 Million Round Tables person. And you enjoyed this experience here in Atlanta, Georgia. But I promise you one thing. If you hear me speak a year from now, I will be bigger, I will be stronger, and I will be faster. I challenge you to do the same thing. As a financial advisor and a professional, your job is to get bigger, your job is to get stronger, your job is to get faster. Don't you ever, ever arrive. Being here at the $1 Million Round Table is your chance to get into your weight room. And your job is to take this time as an off season to get bigger, to get stronger, and get faster.